Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Roche. It's sometimes thought that language is a simple mapping of sounds onto the world. Um, Cow, for example, that sound stands for a certain kind of animal in the world. Venus stands for a particular planet in our solar system. Water stands for a certain kind of liquid, and so on. But things are not so straightforward, actually. So consider the following. The current king of the United States has died. That sentence is meaningful, and presumably you understood it. But the subject of that sentence, the current king of the United States, refers to nothing. The US doesn't have a king. But then how does the sentence have meaning? Well, apparently not by its parts simply standing for things in the world. And the same applies, unfortunately, for sentences about Santa Claus, the tooth fairy, the fountain of youth. So this issue concerns language at its most fundamental level. How is language meaningful? What's the relationship between words and the world? It's an example of the kind of issue explored in Phil 4410, Philosophy of Language. Here's another example. Suppose you ask a friend whether Professor Smith is a good teacher. Your friend who's taken a class from Professor Smith in the past gives a very brief reply. Your friend says, Professor Smith has nice teeth. Okay, so the message is clear. Don't take a class from Professor Smith. He's not a good teacher. But taken literally, that's not what your friend said. Your friend said that Professor Smith has nice teeth. And that might be true. And it is true of many excellent teachers. But then how was your friend able to use that sentence to tell you that Professor Smith is a bad teacher? This is another fundamental issue that we'll explore. How can language be used to communicate information that's not explicitly stated? So if these sorts of issues sound interesting to you, then you should take Phil 4410, Philosophy of Language. I hope you'll sign up.